Hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Off, where I teach you how to make a cool painting in about an hour and I get a little drunk doing it. My name is Joel and today we are painting this right here. This is called Autumn Cabin, and I'm going to change this up a little bit. I want to make it a little bit different, a little bit better, honestly. So it's going to look a little different by the end, but this is what I'm kind of going off of. I'm probably going to change it. But I'm going to show you everything you need to paint this, tell you how to paint it each step by step. Before I get to that, if you haven't already, please look up Paint the Edge Off. I'm on all the social medias. Search Paint the Edge Off, you'll find me, and hit all the buttons and like me and stuff like that. Also, I'm going to give away a free giveaway painting like I do with all my classes. All you got to do is correctly answer my subjective trivia question first in the comments, and I will send you a free painting of your choice. So, here's what you're going to need for this painting. You'll need a canvas, okay? I'm using 16 by 20 canvas. Feel free to use a different canvas if you want, but that's what I'm going to be using. That's what my measurement's going to be for. You can do this on any size canvas, though. Just have to make your dimensions a little different. I've also got an easel. If you don't have an easel yourself, you can just lay it down flat on a table or something. That works, too. And I've got paper towels. I have a water cup, okay? This is acrylic paint, so you need some kind of water cup to mix in with your paint. I've also got a bowl of water, which I don't normally have, but that's because I'm going to have I might use my sponge a little bit today. So I've got a bowl of water, so when I'm done with my sponge, I can put it in there. So that's everything I have today I don't normally have. I've got a blow dryer. I've got some whiskey, okay? I've also got paper plates I use for my palette. Feel free to use something different. Paper plates are just easy, so that's why I get them. And then I've got some tools here. So first of all, I've got my sponge, like I was saying. This is something I'm going to try. If you don't have a sponge, you can find something to use. You can just take a crinkled up paper towel I use sometimes. But I'm going to try the sponge. I just got these, so I'm going to try those out. I've also got some other stuff. I've got a pencil, all right? I've got a couple pieces of chalk here. I've got just a blue and a yellow one, whichever one shows up better is the one I'll use. I've also got a Sharpie that I might use just at the beginning, kind of sketch things out so it kind of shows through my paint later and I can see it. Then I've got some brushes. I've added some more brushes. I've got my big flat brush like I always have. I've got my medium flat brush, my medium round brush. I've got my little tiny round brush. I've got my big round brush. I've added a big round brush, and I've added a fan brush, okay? A little fan brush. So those are my brushes. I'm going to take those, put them bristle down in my water cup, and on time I'm not using them, I'm going to leave them in there. I'm going to put this bowl of water up here. I don't know when I'm going to use that, so. Colors. I've got black, white. Oh, wait, that's white. Black, white, black. Raw sienna. If you don't have raw sienna, yellow ochre works. I've got a burnt umber, which is basically just a brown color. Light yellow, bright red, phthalo blue, and a violet, aka purple. So that's everything we need for this painting, I think. So let's go ahead and take a shot and get going here, okay? Cheers, everybody. Ah. All right. Let's get started. Let's add a shot to the old shot counter. Okay, so first thing I do now, I've already kind of sketched some of mine in, but I'm going to go through and take my Sharpie, maybe Sharpie some stuff in, and then kind of go back, redraw some stuff. So, I might Sharpie some stuff. You kind of want to take your time and sketch it in first, and then Sharpie some of this. Let me move my camera. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, let's see, I'm going to try to comment. Unfortunately, all I see is just a bajillion joined. So the comments get swallowed up. But I'm going to try to comment on TikTok. If you're watching on TikTok, it's a lot better viewing experience on Twitch. But, okay, here we go. So first thing I'm going to do is kind of draw your horizon line here, okay? Now, this is a little above halfway. Halfway is probably about here. I'm just going to bump it up just a tad here. I'm going to draw this horizon line, okay? And draw this all the way across, right? Then I'm gonna draw a little shoreline. So I'm gonna give myself a good amount of space, maybe a third of the canvas or a quarter of the canvas there. So I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna make this kind of go back and maybe dip in and out a little bit, something like that, right? Something like that. Another thing I might draw in is maybe where these trees are. So I'm gonna give myself a little space from the edge of the bank there, and give myself that. And I might even make it have a kind of go up a little bit there. Now this is I also I should have said have a little kneaded eraser. If you have some kind of eraser, you can go back and kind of, if you sketch, you can erase some of this. Okay, and then I'm gonna draw a little line here for me where my trees are, and then maybe just a vague line kind of where my trees are gonna be. I want to leave some space at the top, but there's kind of the tops of some of these trees, right? Now I'm gonna Sharpie some of this so you can see it a little clearer on the camera. I know it's kind of hard to see this, but you can see a little better that way. Okay, now the other thing too, I'm gonna draw a little square over here, make a little line, draw a square, triangle on top, give a little house there. Then we could draw a line going back like this, kind of straight over, maybe angled down just a little bit, and then kind of extend these lines over so you can see the side of that building. Okay, other things I might draw, I could draw like a big line here. I want some trees kind of in front of that, so this is kind of a tree and a little tree branch. And then again, another vague kind of section for where those leaves are going to be on that tree, okay? So there's that. I could also draw some little bushes, maybe some little bushes in here, maybe some bushes back here, something like that. And that's our basic sketch for the beginning, okay? Just kind of sketching out some of this big stuff. I'm going to take my Sharpie, and I'm going to Sharpie maybe that line. I can Sharpie that line. Even the cabin, I can go here and go, because the cabin, I know I want that to be pretty solid, and we're going to paint that in with like kind of darker browns and stuff. I could kind of draw in some of that. Kind of see that. I could maybe draw in this line. Maybe not the whole thing, but just like a little bit of a line there. So that still maybe might show through some of our paint if we paint over it. And yeah, I think that's about all we really need to Sharpie, but those are some things that you might want to still poke through that you can see through your paint later on after we paint over it, okay? Okay, there's the drawing. We've done it. We've done the drawing. Let's take one more shot, okay? Hey, cheers. Oh, I know one more thing we can draw in, actually. Let's draw in some little clouds out here. So let's say we have some little clouds kind of right in here. Maybe a little cloud going in there. Maybe we got a couple little ones back here, right? Something like that, right? It's just some clouds there. Okay, now let's paint. All right, let's take a fresh plate here. Let's get blue, purple, and white. There are places in between. And I'm gonna get a couple piles of white here. So I might mix some with blue, some with purple. Then I'll want like a clean white pile too later. So I've got a couple different piles of white there. All right, let's take our big old flat brush, take it out of your water cup, and give her a little tap off, okay? Okay, let's start with our purple. Let's start with our light purple here. So let's go ahead and start by, first of all, we're gonna make sure we stir our water with our paint. So we kind of start there. And let's add some white to our purple, lighten it up a little bit. I'm gonna make it super, super light. Let's go ahead and make it a little light. Okay, make a decent amount of this, just a little bit. Really don't need that much. Okay, now I'm gonna try to stay out of where my clouds are, but let's go ahead and draw this, paint this in. Purple, ooh, purple. I'm gonna go a little past into my trees there. Kind of trying to go around some of my clouds here. Just lightly brushing that in. Oh, I went up a little too high. Well, whatever. Our purple can go up a little higher. Paint into my clouds, or into my trees a little bit. Okay. Did that. Scrape that off. Maybe give it a little wash, washing. Just swish your brush back and forth there a little bit. Alright, let's take some blue. Do the same thing with blue, add a little white to it. Lighten it up a little bit. And I kind of want this to be a little bit, maybe a little lighter than the purple, but about the same. There are places in between. And I'm going to go right here, right above where my purple was. I'm going to try to blend that in. You could start at the top with just the blue and work your way down and then blend it in the purple. That might make more sense, but hey, whatever. Hey, whatever. All right, now let's add a little bit more blue here to our mixture, so make it maybe a little darker towards the top. Still gonna go around my clouds there. A little bit darker blue here, meeting the light blue. So I'm just gonna kind of brush those a little bit. Just kind of brush those colors together. Go across the top. Across the top. Let's take that. Again, I'm going into a lot of my trees, but I'm kind of going around where I had those little clouds, right? Okay. Okay. Now, before this dries, we want to wash our brush out. Nice and clean. Tap her off. Let's get some clean white paint. Stir your water there with that white paint. And we're going to take this, we're going to fill in some of our clouds. Now, you can take a small flat brush if you want. Small round brush, too, if you like. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my big flat brush. I'm going to start by kind of filling this in. Get my kind of whites in here. Get enough actual white paint in the little empty area in there. So I'm going to do that in all my clouds. Now, I'm going to have a go ahead and grab a towel. I can take that. If there's any blue paint or any other colors, I can kind of wipe those off. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, now let's take a little bit more white, and now we're going to go, and we're just going to kind of, let's just blend this in a little bit. I'm just going to kind of, you can kind of go back and forth, make this little X motion, kind of lightly brush it however you like, but let's just kind of get that white blended in with some of the purple and blues here. You can make it a little bit more solid or flat on the bottom, and there we go. Got ourselves a cloud. Let's do that on all these. Okay, now I could take, yeah, maybe a small flat brush would work better for you. I'm just going to go ahead and keep using this brush, but feel free to use a different size brush than me, okay? Totally, this isn't the only brush you can use for this. Okay, so there we go. We've got some clouds that are showing up. All right, let's put some little cloudies right here. Hey, there we go. Look at that. We've got our sky in. We've got some clouds in the sky. If you want, you could take some white. If you like this, if you don't have to do it. But I could take a little bit of white. Put a little white in here. I could do some little clouds, kind of maybe going in here. Add some other little clouds back here. Maybe just like a little, maybe some clouds off in the distance. Little stuff going on back there. Okay, I think I'm gonna quit there. I don't know. Maybe I could put. Oh, hey, here's another cloud. Who knows? Just this is gonna be mostly covered up by leaves anyway, but. Could give your sky a little bit of variation. Okay, there's our sky. All right, let's do our water now. Okay, now, let's see. In the water, I'm gonna do kind of the same thing. So let's go ahead and take our brush. Let's take our pencil, and maybe let's go. Okay, gonna be a little cloud thingy here. Maybe a little cloud here, and then another big cloud up here. Right, maybe another cloud here. So those are kind of our areas. I've drawn this in lightly, kind of where some of my areas are, where my clouds are. All right, now I'm gonna do the same basic thing in reverse. I might add a little bit more white to these, so it's a little lighter. But let's go ahead and go back to our light purple now. Now I don't want to take tons and tons of really thick paint here, but I want to really cover the space. So if you get any of that rough texture, you know, hey, add a little bit more white, okay? All right, let's make a nice solid edge right here. And let's kind of go in here with this purple. So again, I'm going to go kind of around these. About the top of this cloud is about where I went to the blue. So now I'll go back over here, go to my blue paint. I'm not too worried in the water. The water could be a little, not to be as, you know, exact or anything. Let's kind of get that same bluish color. Maybe a little lighter. Maybe you can add more white to it. But there we go. Again, take this color in now. Basically going to repaint the sky in now in the water. Okay, and then we're going to wash it out, get some white paint. We'll do kind of the same thing we did in the sky. We'll put some white in there, then we'll kind of blend it in, make some little clouds going on, okay? Okay. There we go, got some clouds. Alright, gonna reflect, we're gonna copy the sky because the water is basically just like a copycat. Doesn't have any original ideas of its own. Water doesn't have any original ideas of its own. It just copies other things. It's such bullshit. Okay. Let's put some white in all these. Now, dry my brush off and I can kind of go back and blend some of those in. So just like we did in the sky. Get the white in there, then we're going to go back and just kind of lightly brush this in. Mix it in with our purple. Brush all this together. It can be a lot more vague, doesn't have to be like exactly as clear as the sky, because the water, even though it copies everything, because it has no original ideas of its own, the water just copies the sky. So even though it does that, what was I going to say now? I don't know. It's not super detailed, you know, it doesn't have to be, you kind of let some of the details go. It's not exactly like the sky. Now, once I have this, then I can go in and do a little thing like this. And I can kind of go brush this up and down. This kind of, I like to do this. Maybe at the top I'll give a little more smaller, faster brush strokes here. Maybe down here I could do bigger ones, more spaced out. This starts to give the effect of like some kind of blur in the water, like ripples or something. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but I know I like how it looks at the end. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this up here. I can make some more big brush strokes. Oh, jeez. Alright, something like that. Okay, maybe this is a little carried away, but whatever. Okay, there we go. That's our first step, okay? Congratulations. I think we should take Uno Moss shots. Anyone in here saying anything? No. Wait. No. Okay, cheers. How's everybody doing out there? If you're watching on TikTok, you'll be able to see a lot more if you have Twitch. If you can get on Twitch, be able to see a lot more stuff going on. Thank you for watching. Okay, shot 3. That was shot 3. Okay, what am I doing next? Oh yeah, before this dries. Okay, let's take a new plate. And if it dries a little bit, that's okay too. But let's take a new plate, get some of our raw sienna and some white. I does what I likes and I likes. I'm gonna take my medium flat brush now. Likes what I do. Let's mix those two together. And I likes. I does what I likes and I likes. Now our base is going to outline this edge of the bank here. So up here I'm going to make it super thin, just real thin. And up here on the curve, on this back curve, I don't have to really outline this part, but this front part, that's where we're going to curve. That's where we're going to outline again. I want to make this a little thicker. And as we go down, it's going to get thicker and thicker. Now maybe we could, if it's still wet, you could kind of blend that, which would be nice. Maybe blend those together a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So if your paint's still wet, try to blend it a little bit. Kind of mess it. We're going to take white paint and kind of make like a little shoreline, so don't worry too much about how this looks right now. I could leave that alone, I suppose. Maybe I could mix some of that purple in. Okay, there we go. Good enough, right? Good enough. And let's go ahead and make this come up a little further, just give ourselves a little bit more wiggle room. We put the grass, and we don't have to make the grass go right up to the edge. So maybe we can make that a little bit thicker here. Now we're going to paint over all this, a lot of this with grass, but I just want to give myself a little extra room. Even up here, we could go a little bit thicker here. Okay. There we go. Okay, do we blow dry now? I think we might blow dry. We might just blow dry. No, let's do... Let's see, is this still wet? Let's give it a quick blow dry, okay? Quick blow dry. And you know what else? This is mirrored, and I hate that it always automatically sets up to mirror. What is up with that? Why does everyone have to be mirrored? There we go. That's how it looks. That's more how it looks. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's blow dry for a sec. Maybe we'll do our trivia question for today. If you want to win a free painting, just answer the trivia question. Oh no, is this thing dead now? Oh, thank God. Okay, so today's trivia question is: what is the most suspicious pizza topping? Is it A, black olives, B, pepperoni, C, peppercini, D, believe all pizza toppings, E, pineapple, F, Canadian bacon, G, mushrooms, or H, what a stupid trivia question. All right, that's your trivia question for today. Give it a guess. This is all pretty much dry pretty quick. Okay. No real need to keep drying, so let's keep going. Okay, so now we're going to start with our trees now. We're going to start putting some foliage in here. Some foliage. Okay, let me remember what I did here. Okay, so I'm going to start with my dark colors. Yeah. Going to do that. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's do something with this. Maybe we can come back to that later. Okay, we're going to make ourselves up a nice neutral color. Okay, so I'm going to take purple and yellow. I'm going to take a little bit of black too, just in case I need to darken her up a little bit. Alright. Now I'm going to take my big round brush. Now I'm taking a big round brush so that it's a little beat up, that I'm not scared to kind of, because I'm going to flatten this out and really, you know, kind of beat the tar out of it. Beat the tar out. I'm going to beat the brakes off of it. I always thought that was a funny term. Beat the brakes off of it. But I'm going to be a little rough with this brush, so don't use your best brush, okay? Okay, we have a guess for the trivia question. Again, the trivia question is, what's the most suspicious pizza topping? We got a guess from Alex Wilson. He says C, peppercini, because what's going on with the chini? Too many letters. Hey, good point. Good point, Alex. All right, I'm going to take just a touch of black here. Yeah, what's going on with all those letters? You can't just be called a pepper, yellow pepper. Got to be called a peppercini? What's that about? What's that about? Okay, here's what I'm going to do for this. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on my... I'm going to start with dark colors for all my leaves, okay? So I'm going to do this, okay? See that? I'm just pressing it right down and just smashing it down. Now, I'm going to go a little over my... I'm going to go over where my cabin is, okay? And that's kind of why I drew those things in them with marker. All right, here we go. Now over here, this is the deep, deep part of the forest. So it's lots of dark colors in there. Over here, I could maybe start letting off a little bit. And up here, I'm just going to get kind of the basic shapes. I don't have to get all the way out to the edge totally. This is mainly going to be the middle color and the bottom. There we go. Okay, there's our first layer there, okay? So we got that. I guess now I need to blow dry. Okay, how do I do this? I think I do that first. Yeah. And then we're going to cover most of this up with yeller. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and take our brown. Let's take our brown and our medium flat brush. So yeah, if you are looking at my painting I did last time, it's much different. I'm trying to make this one a little better than last time. This painting's okay, but definitely my first attempt at doing this kind of painting. So after painting it a few times, this is one of those paintings I have that just drives me a little nuts. So I'm like, it's just not a good painting, and I need to make it a little better. So I'm trying to make it a little better, so I'm kind of second guessing myself today, but you know, maybe the first thing I say is not exactly what I do, but give me a second and I'll get the stuff right. Okay, let's do this. Let's start putting in some trees here. Okay. Let's just go through and add some trees in. Alright, and it's probably too wet. Okay, great. Fuck. Alright. Alright, let's blow dry this. Again, trivia question. What is the most suspicious pizza topping? Okay. We already got a guess for B peppercini. Or C peppercini, sorry. But there's some other good ones out there, you know, black olives. What's up with you? You know, there's too many kinds of olives. You know, there's black olives, green olives, Kalamata olives. Maybe instead of black olives, I just put olives, you know, because, you know, what's the deal with all the olives? Mushrooms, same deal. How many different kinds of mushrooms are there? Why are there so many kinds? Why do you need the cover of so many kinds of mushrooms? You know, what are you doing? So, you know, again, these are all thoughts I'm sure we've all had. We all ask ourselves every day. Or, you know, do we just believe all toppings? Why question toppings, you know? Maybe we just believe all toppings. It's a little drier, that's fine. Alright, let's go back to our medium flat brush here. Let's get that brown color. Okay, so now let's go in here and let's just put a whole bunch of vertical lines in here, okay? Let's not spend a lot of time on this either. Let's just go ahead and put these in. Maybe we don't spend a lot of time on this, you know? Oh, the politicians are lying. Maybe we put some little, you know, tree branches like that, you know, whatever. But let's not spend tons of time on this. You can, though. Go for it if you want to. Maybe there's a couple big uns here. Maybe put a couple big uns in, you know, some big uns. Boom. Hey, let's take some white, you know, and add that to our brown and make a light brown. Hey, and then maybe we go, oh, look, oh, there's some light colors on our... Oh, wow, look at that. I can actually kind of see this. Ooh, whoa. Alright, there we go. Let's not put on every one, but maybe a couple here and there. Maybe pick a little section. Maybe there's some light ones. Maybe over here. Just kind of make it a little random. Excuse me. And my farts. And my farts. Okay, there we go. There's some trees. Okay, we've got some trees. Now, let's see. We could, let's leave it like that for now, okay? Maybe this isn't the right thing. Maybe I should put some of the leafy colors in and then go back to trees on top. I don't know. Maybe that's what we do. I don't know. I don't know a lot. Okay, I'm figuring this out. Okay, let's put our greens in, though. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's put some greens in. So, new plate. Yellow and blue. Let's take some yellow and some blue. Let's make up some green, okay? Now, I've kind of drawn in where my cabin is. I've kind of drawn where some little bushes are. And, you know, let's do I'm just going to use my flat brush for this. Use my big flat brush. And yeah, so anyway, what's going on with you guys? How's everything going? How's your lives? You know, how's your Wednesday? Anything new happen with anybody? Okay, let's take some green. I just kind of got a little forest green here, a little bit, maybe a little darker than it is light, but pretty much just an even medium green there. Okay, let's go in here and let's start, you know, filling these suckers in, you know. Let's start putting some little green at... Right now, I'm not adding any texture. I'm just trying to fill it in. Alright, right up here. I want to go all the way up to the top edge of that little bank that's going out. Then I can kind of stop. Now in here, I might kind of decide where's my edge going to be. Doesn't have to be perfect. I kind of give it a little wobble so it looks like it's, you know, grass and stuff like that. Now, this is kind of my darker color right now. And I'll go back and add a light color on top later. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's cover up all that. Try to get all the white covered up. All the way up there. I can go a little around my... This was the bottom of my cabin. I kind of go around that. I don't have to go all the way to that. Okay. And then let's add some yellow. I don't know why I'm washing my brush out. Let's add some yellow now to our green mixture. Make some lighter greens. Come on, pretty pink, pretty pink. Okay, let's add some lighter greens maybe out here. Just kind of scribble these in. I know there's a little line of bushes there. Maybe I leave some space there. Maybe I leave a little space. Maybe a little bit going under. Maybe a little space between the bottom of the cabin too. Maybe we can have some there. You know, there's some bushes in here. Mainly put it out here towards the edge of the bank. Where most of your light colors should be. Maybe I don't use the sponge here. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. And I'm just pressing down, using lots of this thick paint. I'm just using my brush strokes. I'm not... Don't fight your brush strokes on here. Let your brush strokes show through. It's kind of what gives a lot of that texture. Oh my god, I've had this trivia question up the whole time. Okay, so there we go. We've got that in. Now what I could do here, I'm gonna try my little sponge and see what happens. Let's take this. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Maybe I take this little small end here. Get a little more precise with it. Okay, that adds some little textures to her. There we go. Okay. I'm liking it. This isn't bad. Maybe I could take this and dip it right in some yellow. I could take this and dip it right in yellow and kind of mix up a really yellowy green here. Take this and put some brighter greens in. Pretty pink, pretty pink. Maybe some down here. Then I can go through and just kind of mix these in. Now I just kind of go and just kind of brush, dab them in. Pretty pink, pretty pink, pink, pretty pink, pretty pink, pretty pink, pretty pink, pretty pink, pretty pink. Here we go. So we got some light, bright yellows showing through a little bit. But, you know, a lot of these I want to kind of blend them a little bit, kind of not make them super strong. If you like that, though, you can leave it if you like. Okay, here we go. Okay. Got some cool looking grass now. Now we got some grass. Okay, and now, this is what I have my bowl for. Now, I don't want my paint to dry on this, so I'm going to take my bowl of water, and I'm going to put that in here. Let that kind of soak so it doesn't dry out. I could even, let's go ahead and squeeze it out a little bit. That way it's not drying in there. There we go. Okay, got my little sponge in there. I'm going to sit that over here so it doesn't dry out. Alex asks, is that tap or bottled? That water? That is actually, that's Dasani. Make sure you use purely Dasani water, okay, for your... that's actually vodka. Cheers. Okay. Ugh. Okay, what do we do now? Okay. Alright, let's put in where our bushes are. Let's put some little bushes in. So I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna switch to my medium round brush now. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the same color I was using for that other. Oh, I didn't count my shot. Hold on, everybody. Let me count my shot. Let's see. What's been going on? I went and saw Pauly Shore perform stand-up last Wednesday. It was lots of fun. Dasani vodka. Yes, Dasani vodka. I was put some little bushes here. So I'm gonna do kind of the same thing with my big brush. I'm just gonna kind of go in here. With my brush a little smaller, I can make a little bit smaller section. That got a little out of control. But I can put green back over that later. Okay, there's a little row of some bushes. Let's see. Let's put some more bushes in here, in between that light and dark section I had made. And here we go. All right. And we've got some more bushes down here. Maybe I go my big round brush again. Yeah, I went and saw some comedy at the Grove in Lowell, and Pauly Shore was there, so it was fun. A friend of mine actually kind of has a little connection there with him, so that was cool. I was hammered because I'd just done my painting stream, but it was pretty cool. I got to actually meet him for a minute. If you don't know who Pauly Shore is, here's a picture of Pauly Shore. Yeah, that's more recent. That's what he looks like nowadays. But it was cool. But it's at this place called the Grove, which is kind of like a comedy club. It's like a kind of big comedy club around here. And this girl, I was telling these people at work about this, and this girl was saying that her boyfriend, there's a rugby field right by there, and she went to see her boyfriend play rugby there. And while he was playing, they went and saw a show at the Grove right next door. And I don't know if it was before or after the show, but the waiter there or waitress or what, a server there, comes out to them on the field to get her drink order or something. I don't know why, I just thought that was really funny. If there's a waiter that just came onto a football field, and was like, Mr. Brady, what can I get you to drink, sir? Okay, let's take some white paint. I'm gonna take my maybe my small round brush or your small flat brush. I'm going to use a small round. Medium round, sorry. Get some white paint. I'm just going to get a new plate with white. Actually, I can go back to this first plate. I use the purple, blue, and white. It'd be funny, though, if there's just it's a major NFL game and shit, I need to wash this out. Some waiter comes out and is on the field and sir, here's your gin and gin and soda water. Here's your gin fizz, Mr. Brady. I was also thinking about is okay, I'm gonna take this white. I'm gonna kind of put some little lines up against the side of the shore to look like kind of waves crashing. So I kind of do a little, start by just kind of outlining, and I kind of do a little blob, and then I just kind of pull away from the shore. And look, there's a little shore, a little wave, right? I like to have them kind of trail off there on some spots. Maybe on this one I could do a big one because it's kind of right there. So I was thinking about is what if with all the AI, right? How long before AI, football teams start using AI as for play calling? How long before the Indianapolis Colts are or the Indianapolis Colts are using Chat GPT to pick their next plays. I think it's interesting. I think it's gonna happen. I think eventually some friggin' team is gonna figure out that, oh wow, there's AI that just watches every game and knows exactly, or has a a better odds of predicting the next play than we do. You know? I don't know. I think, or maybe it's already being used. Okay, now let's put some more lines out here. Just some little white lines. Maybe just out here in the water. Something like that. There we go. And as we go, we can put more lines in the water like this. We could take some green. Do maybe some little green lines in here. Just give it some little reflections in there. Do the same thing here. Just try to keep it close to the shore, kind of where those greens would be reflecting. And hey, there you go. We've got a little reflections in the water. Okay, is this dry yet? Okay. Maybe we'll, you know, take another shot. But yeah, this was Pauly Shore. Got to see him. His opening act, he was funny. He, you know, had a bunch of callbacks, like his old stuff, 'cause he's been around for like a billion, well, since the 90s, so. I say a billion years, but it's like, I was born in 88, so it's like, oh god. Anyway, but he's getting older now, right? But he's doing a bunch of callbacks with his old stuff. But his opening acts were really funny. I think it was Adam Mueller was one of them, and then there's a guy named Crux Crawford, and they were both hilarious. I really liked them. I got to kind of talk to him for a sec after the show. I was pretty drunk though, which probably made a fool of myself. But anyway, then afterwards we got to go meet Pauly Shore. That was cool. Got to say hi to him. He was just fucking around and about to leave anyway, so we didn't get to talk to him. But I was just like, hey, just told him I liked the show. It was cool. Seemed nice, I guess. I don't know. Pretty funny. All right. Also, let's count our shot. Also today, national days today. So today's National Yucatan Shrimp Day, National Schizophrenia Day, National Scavenger Hunt Day, National Brother Day, National Medical Service for Children Day, National Maintenance Technician Day, National Wyoming Day, National Escargot Day. Okay. Too many things. Really, we have a day for Wyoming for escargot. We need a day for escargot. Isn't escargot already like a celebration? We get escargot. It's already fucking fancy enough. We need to celebrate it on a specific day. Give me a fucking break. Okay. Give me a fucking break. You know. Okay. Let's see. How tall is that? So maybe some of these oranges that we're gonna do could be reflecting this water, but. Okay, let's start adding in, let's start dabbing in our yellers and oranges, okay? So let's get a new plate with yellow and red. And let's get going here. Let's get a nice yellow and red going. Whoa. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and mix these together with a big round brush. Doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna use my sponge for this. Let's mix up just kind of a nice medium orange. It's gonna be more yellow than red, probably, but make a nice medium orange. If you use even parts yellow and red, it's just gonna basically be red. Depends. I guess it depends on what red you have, but most reds. Okay, let's take our spongy sponge. Really squeeze out the water. Let's take this, let's dab it in this orange here. Now, let's start with our more, maybe we should start with more reddish orange, so it's kind of our darker orange. More of the reddish orange. Okay, and let's just kind of start in here, okay? And let's kind of start going through all of our dark spots here. Oh, now that looks nice, don't it? Now don't that just look nice? Oh, don't that just look nice? Okay, and there you go. Just dab this in a little bit. We're going to kind of just basically go over our dark areas. I'm going over where my trees were. Fuck my trees, you know? Stupid fucking trees. No, just kidding. Try not to... I guess you shouldn't curse out your trees, but sometimes I do. I don't know why. It's just like a compulsion or something I'm not in control of. Okay. So there we go. Look, we got some oranges in there, right? Now let's take some yellow. Let's take some yellow. I got a little bit lighter orange. Now let's put some of these more on top, more on the front. Leave these kind of bottom spots we can leave alone a little bit, but let's put this more towards the top of this area. I want to make that a little bigger over here. Make that come out a little bit more. Then I can kind of make this really coming up as high as I want it to. Okay, now let's get some just yellow, some more yellow paint. Let's just dab straight yellow, homie. Straight yellow, Holmes. Okay, yellow, Holmes. All right, there we go. This definitely more towards the top, more towards the outside. It's gonna be the light color, so it's gonna be kind of in front, is what we're kind of thinking here. It's not in shadow. It's out in front where the light's hitting it. But space this out however you like. But I do kind of keep this more towards the top, more towards the outside of my little orange area. Hey, look at that. We got a nice orange trees in there. Look at us. We're effing awesome, you know? We're pretty effing awesome. Back in the water cup. Back in the water cup you go. Now squeeze her out. Make sure you get some of that orange out of there. Wash it. Squeeze it out a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's leave our sponge in the water. Okay, so there we go. Got a nice orange, nice orange trees now. And I think we've earned ourselves another shot. So yeah, last week's fun. I got to go go to a comedy show. I actually got to meet Pauly Shore afterwards. That was fun. Shot 6. By the way, my weekly selfie, I have AI generated selfies and put a bunch of pictures in an AI art generator for selfie generator, and this is today's. It's a pretty good one. Really like this one. I like the hope in my eyes. I also like that I'm some kind of like knight or warrior in some medieval time, and I'm just ready and willing to go die. I'm having a bad hair day, apparently, but I look happy. I look super happy in this picture, so can I? Something like that. Oh, damn it, I clicked on the wrong button. Okay, so anyway, there's that. It's my selfie for today. This is a monkey with a banana on his head. Okay. So let's see, we got our orangies on there. Let's go ahead and, what do we do now? I guess we blow dry, maybe put some of our trees in there. Let's give it a quick blow dry. Oh, you know, I haven't painted my side edges. I could do that. These are probably going to take a minute to dry. So I'm just going to quickly blow dry kind of this bottom little section here. Okay, let's go back to our brown paint and our medium flat brush. And I'm not doing this the best way. I'm kind of going back over stuff a lot. If you're painting along with me, it's fine. I mean, if you go through steps with me, it's not like painting these trees in for... Like, I think if I'd done this... If I was to redo this, I'd probably do the dark spots. I wouldn't paint the trees in yet. Just do all the greens, probably leave these dark spots for later, but do everything else the same. Then I probably come back after I do this and kind of put some little trees in here. Maybe there, I don't want that. Whoopsie doodle. But in here, let's just put some trees in. Just something like that, right? Could take some of my light color here. Actually, even my little baby, little tiny round brush will be good for this. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's make this a little taller. Alright, let's take some white paint. Let's mix up a little light color here. And we could take some of that raw sienna. If you don't have any fresh raw sienna, you can get some more, but look, let's make some of this color. Oh, that's a nice color. Now let's go back here, let's make some new little... Let's put some more colors on our tree, kind of give it some light colors. Okay, now let's do one more thing. Let's take some black, or we could even take this neutral color and mix that in with our black or with our brown. But I think I'm just gonna take black and brown, mix those two together, so we get a really dark brown now. Almost black, but not quite black. You can still see some brown in there. And let's take this. Let's put some of this in here. You know. Now, I need to kind of make sure I got skinny lines. So every so often I can scrape up. Again, use your little baby round brush too if you like that one better than this. I just like my flat brush. If I hold it flat to my canvas and drag super light, I get a nice, solid, clean, skinny line. But it's a lot harder to use, typically. I mean, you know, it's not like that hard, but your little tiny round brush would probably be better for you if you like that better. You know, I mean, use it. I've just gotten so used to this brush, I think. I'm just gonna make some skinny lines in here. Make sure, and I can even put some more lines like this up here to kind of have some little tree branches that go in here. Where do you go? Okay, so there we go. We can kind of see some trees now. So now we can take our sponge out again. Oh yeah. Squeeze out that sponge. Let's go back to our oranges. Here we go. Let's go back to some orange. And now we can kind of go back over some of these tree branches, you know, where they're kind of... We don't want them to be the main focus up here. They're too much. They're taking up too much attention. Orange is the real star of the show here, okay? Not the brown trees. So I might go back over those, dip it back in yellow, get some more yellows. Go back over the tops of a lot of these, or just kind of just mess them up so you don't see them so solid at the top. Okay, and I think that's, you know, good for that little batch of trees and everything. So I think that's good. All right. All right, now. Okay, so I was going to put a big tree in front here, but I think I've changed my mind. Let's go ahead, and if you want to, you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and just get back to my green color. And let's paint this in. I think I'm just going to go back to green and just kind of paint over this. I can still have these couple dark colors in here, that's fine. This is kind of interesting. So I think if I were to redo this, probably do trees first and do maybe just like a big green section for the this stuff. And then I would go in, go back, put all my details on my orange, do my trees, and do all that. Then I come down here and do this. I think that's what I should do. Go back to my sponge here, and I can sponge this up. Give it that texture. Oh shit, got a little drip going on here. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. Shit, there's some more drips. Well, poops. Okay. Make sure your sponge is dried out so it's not giving drips. Too much water mixed in, you know, will make it give you some drips. Alright, let's add some yellow. Oh shit, that's a little too much. Alright. Okay, so let's pretend that we did all that before we got to this step. And yeah. Sorry, remaking this painting today, so it's not, you know, not quite, I'm just kind of figuring stuff out still, so this stream's not quite as solid as a lot of them. Hey, how are you doing, TikTok? Is anybody on TikTok? What do you guys think? Has anyone said anything? I haven't seen one comment. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to watch on Twitch, you can see a little bit more stuff going on, a little bit better view of everything. Okay, cheers everybody. Oh, okay. Alright. Blow dries. Count my shot. What am I doing? Shot 7. Now, acrylic paint dries pretty fast, which is nice. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my small round brush, my medium round brush, sorry. Let's mix up this green color again. Get ourselves a nice green. Okay, then we're gonna do something crazy, okay? Something real crazy. We're gonna add some red down here. This is gonna give us kind of another neutral color. Now, you know why that's neutral? Why, Joel? Well, I'll tell you. It's because if you mix basically red, blue, and yellow together, you get a neutral color. And a neutral color is like, you know, a neutral color. It's all of your primary colors mixed together gives you a neutral color, meaning it's not saturated. It is a new. It's not. You can technically get black somehow, but it's never actually really black. No matter what art, you know, snobs try to tell you, it's never really the same as black. But I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever actually accomplished that, but I'm sure somebody has. But I mean, if you're mixing at home, you're trying to get black, I mean, black's going to be the best. You're not going to be able to get black doing this. But you'll get a nice neutral color. That's the important thing. So you can get neutral color this way if you mix your, you know, primary colors together. So if you mix green and red, well, that makes neutral because green and red are complementary colors, meaning yellow and blue makes green. Green is the opposite of red. It's the furthest away from red, right? That's all that means, really. But that's how you get these. That's how I get these neutral colors. So I can mix purple and yellow, blue and orange, green and red. I just already have green mixed up, so I can just mix that with red, and there we go. We've got a neutral color. Okay, down here I've got a bigger blob of bushes. So I'm painting in my shadow areas for my bushes now. Okay, here's my bush area. Okay, a couple bush areas. All right, we're just gonna have some little bush areas, and there we go. Kind of got some little bushy areas here. We're gonna have some bushes there. Okay, so once we do that, I'm going to take my fan brush. Where's my fan brush? Fan brush? Fan brush? There you are. This is my fan brush. It's a little beat up, but I don't care. I still love it. Okay. Yeah. Got paint water in my mouth. Okay, so now I'm gonna take some green. A little bit more of a bluish green here. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna stir up a little bluish green, right? Okay, and then back here I'm gonna start by kind of squiggling this across here, okay? A little squiggle. Okay, and this brush is basically made for this. I mean, just use the texture of the brush and just kind of touch it lightly, squiggle it around. You can have it, you kind of dab it and you get these real strong, exact kind of textures there. Or you can squiggle it and get kind of a general idea. These ones that are in the background I kind of squiggle because they're further away. We don't see as much detail. But maybe these ones up here I can kind of do a little more dabs, a little more stronger dabs here. And that kind of gives us the idea that it's a little closer. We see bigger clumps like that. And then up here I can kind of just dab lightly and have these little tiny spots showing out, okay? It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you'll see it in person. You can see all those little details, all the little textures showing up. Now next let's add some more yellow to this. Here we go. Oh yeah, lots of yellow. Let's get more yellow. There we go. Okay, now we'll take this and let's again start up here. Again, same thing, but I'm gonna put this more on the top. Maybe back here I just use a corner of one corner of this kind of. All right. See that? See that? Now, I'm not going past here because I know I'm going to put my little cabin right here. It's going to cover that up, so that's why that spot's not super detailed. Okay, again in here, same kind of thing. Now maybe I can wipe some of this paint off. Now let's get just some yellow. Lots and lots of yellow here. Okay, maybe do some of that. So again, just use like the corner, just dab. Getting a little too much paint on my brush. Let's wipe some of that off. Alright, now get the right color on there, then I can kind of like maybe dab some off. Dab off a little bit. Now let's go in here next. That'll give you more texture if it's a little drier. Oh yeah, see that? That's a lot better texture. I'm just gonna rub this into straight yellow. Wipe some off. Okay, and that's probably good for our little bushers there. And I think we're ready for the old cabin, okay? Let's put the cabin in. And let's take another shot, okay? Again, if you want to win a free... Is anyone watching on TikToks? No? No comments? Any comments? Okay, let's take another shot. I know you need somebody. Do you love somebody? I should do some to the water though to make it look more like water. Eh, whatever. That's fine. Okay, alright, let's put our cabin in. Alright. Okay, let's take our... I'm gonna use my small or my medium flat brush for most of this. Alright, let's get a new plate. Let's put all these dumb plates away. All these dumbass plates. Fuck you, plates. Joel, don't talk to me like that. I don't like the way you talk to me, Joel. Shut up, you stupid plate. Listen here, plate. Plate. I own you. Leah. She's on a tree. I'll always see ya. Okay, what is they doing? Yeah, I'll sell these, whatever you want. I'll sell them all to you. How you doing, buddy? Hey, thanks, man. I've been getting working on my foliage. But hold on, Mikey. I was yelling at my plates. Listen, plate. I'll talk to you however the fuck I want to, plate. What's that? What's that, plate? You're just a fucking pallet, plate. Okay? You mean nothing to me, plates. Sorry, what were you saying, Mikey? Yeah, exactly. The term foliage. Okay, let's take some brown colors here. Let's take some browns. And let's mix up, let's mix our caramel and chocolate together. Peanut butter and chocolate. Okay, now let's do, okay, how do I paint this again? I'm trying to remember. Okay, let's take a little black. Make our dark color first. Alright, I'm gonna wing this. Okay, I'm gonna wing it hard. Oh, hey, Mikey, do you want, if you, want to guess the trivia question today? Mikey, today's trivia question is, what's the most suspicious pizza topping? Is it A, black olives, B, pepperoni, C, peppercini, D, believe all pizza toppings, E, pineapple, F, Canadian bacon, G, mushrooms, H, what a stupid trivia question. That's the trivia question for today. I'm officially pretty drunk, everybody, so if you're watching this video later and you're painting along with me, this is where the instructions are gonna start slipping. But, I think we're pretty good so far, so... But let's talk about Canadian bacon, you know? Look. F, final answer. Ah, Canadian bacon. That's what I was gonna talk about. Okay, now wait, now let's redraw in our little, shack here, our little cabin. Okay, now I already still have this line kind of drawn in, I still have that, still have my marker. And then we got this. Maybe I can make this come over a little further. So maybe we erase that. Okay, but here we go. There's the kind of square. There's our cabin. And then there's the side that kind of continues over. Then let's put a little triangle right there. Boom. There's our little cabin that we're going to paint in, okay? Listen, Canadian bacon, I mean, let's be honest. Canadians, pretty untrustworthy. You know, I mean, what even is a Canadian? What qualifies as Canadian anyway? No one knows. No one knows. No one's ever actually seen a Canadian in real life. They've never seen them twice, you know? Because you see a Canadian once, they probably, you know, pick your pocket, and then you never see them again. That's how Canadians are. Oh my god. It was like blew a snot bubble. Oh, that was attractive. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, how many times have you seen a Canadian? More than once. Yeah, they're a little shifty. Canadians, don't get me started on Canadians, okay? Alright, let's take this brown, mix some white in there with it. I don't think we need this Rossi. I think we just use the burnt umber. Let's paint this in nice and solid. Now, I'm not going to get real detailed here, okay? I'm not gonna. Okay, can't make me. But I will, you know, go ahead and fill in this top triangle here. I think it's best to leave this not super detailed. I don't know why, I just feel like it is, okay? Don't ask me why. Okay, so there we go, there's that. Let's mix up a gray. Let's mix white and black together. And let's take another shot, okay? I think I've not counted some of my shots, but let's definitely take one more. Mikey, do you know who Pauly Shore is? Mikey, how are you doing? How's the stocks? What's been going on? Anything new with you? No, not Jersey Shore. The Pauly Shore, this is him now. He used to be in the 90s, he was a big star. Anyway, I got to meet him last Wednesday. He was doing a comedy show. Stocks are solid, good. Stocks are solid. Stabilizing. Stocks are stable. What's a good... Give me some good jargon. Some good jargon terms to use. You are trying to pursue your painting? I don't know if doing this is going to make you less stressed out, because I don't know if there's anything more stressful than trying to rely on artwork for money. Okay, let's mix up a gray. Let's mix some black and white together here. Unless you're my friend Wordplay TJ, who made this song, and you're just a lyrical genius. No stress there. No, he works very hard, actually. He's an extremely hard worker. Oh, nice. It's cool. Yeah, well, if you look at some of my recent paintings, I've done some... Been trying to do more, like the one I did last week. I think it's still on Twitch, but it's a much more Bob Ross looking painting, you know. Okay, let's paint this top part in this gray color. And we also want to take this gray and go right down this side. There we go, something like that, you know. God, that's just not even, is it? That's how we fix it. There we go. Pretty good. Close enough. Alright, maybe we take some black, some white, some brown. Let's take a little black first. Let's put some of our dark colors in. If you haven't noticed, I like to start with my dark colors first and do the light colors later. Let's take some black and let's do like a little, maybe a little... Oh, there's a window. Maybe put a little window here. Maybe put a little... Maybe a little black there. Very vague. Maybe some across the bottom here. Definitely some black there. Okay, something like that. Let's take brown, just brown by itself. I'm gonna get real loose with it. I'm a very loose person, okay? I'm gonna get real loose. I'm gonna revert back to my 20s and be a loose guy, okay? Let's put some browns in here. Maybe just some straight, just some vague, just some browns. Nothing too... See that? I'm just kind of... Just a couple little brush strokes. Straight, angular brush strokes, because this is a log cabin. Everything's kind of straight up and down or left and right. So keep all your brush strokes going like that. Let's take some white. My white!
It's not the kind of music that old Willie Shakespeare here used to write.
Okay, let's take a little white here, and let's go... Oh, look there. Oh, that's crazy looking. But you know, I kind of like it actually. It's kind of a little... In the window there's a little... Could also put a little white up here, like, there we go. Something like that. We can put a little whites. Once this white's kind of mixed in, we can maybe just use that mixed away white color and just make some little lightnesses there. There we go. Hey, there we go. That's a log cabin. I'm going to call that a log cabin. Now, last thing I'm going to do here is we're going to paint some little bushes in front of our log cabin. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my medium round brush. Shit, I put up all my other... Okay, it's okay. We're gonna make some more... fresh... I'm gonna take purple and yellow. If you still have green, you can use the green and red neutral color you had. I'm just gonna do a little quick, a quick little bush, quick little bushes in front of my log cabin. Let's mix this neutral color up again. Purple and yellow, that makes a neutral color. Those are complementary colors, ladies and gentlemen. Those are polar opposites, you know? Like, you know, like me and my dad. Polar opposites. My dad's a good person. That's the main reason. Okay, let's do some... Here's a little neutral color. Oh, there we go. There's a little basis for our bushes. That's really all we need to do. Let's take our fan brush again. Me and my dad, polar opposites. He, like, you know, is a good person and, like, nice to talk to and isn't pushy. And then there's me. Very different people, okay? My dad, like, going to heaven, you know, me. Okay, let's take some green. Here we go. Okay, now let's take some yellow. Now a very light green with lots of yellow. There we go. Now we got a little bush in front of our little cabin there. Kind of mess that bottom apart there a little bit. Okay. Hey, there we go. Okay, I think we've done it. The only other thing I could do is I could put some, you know, I could put some oranges in the water to kind of reflect the trees. I could also take one more shot too, just to at least get up, try to get close to double digit. I think I definitely didn't count 1 or 2 shots, so I think I'm closer than I think, because right now it says 8, but I think I've done at least 9. Ugh. Okay. Oh. God. That one hurt. Okay, orange. Let's take my medium flat brush. Okay. Okay. And let's take some orange here. Now, orange, I don't like the color orange. Oh shit, you know what I should do? Show you that I made some shoes. Okay, so my birthday's next week. Now, I'm a workaholic. I work all the time. I never take a break. I never take vacation or treat myself or anything. I usually go shopping like once a year maybe and get a few new pairs of pants, couple new shirts, just so as I get older and fatter, you know, I still have clothes that fit me. Or I just lose clothes over the course of a year or two. And anyway, I haven't gotten new clothes in like 2 years. I went and got some new clothes recently. My birthday's coming, and I decided I'm gonna treat myself, you know. Okay, I'm gonna put some oranges down here in the water. So let's go ahead and put some of these. Maybe some in there. Hey, look at that. You know what else I can do? I can take some blues and purples and do the same thing down here in the water. Anyway, so I'm gonna get some new clothes, and also if you go on Nike.com, you can design your own shoe, okay? And I made a new shoe, and all my shoes are typically, I like greens and blues, even reds, but orange is not my favorite color, right? Well, I was like making shoes, and I'm like, okay, I need a different shoe to round out kind of my color spectrum here in case, like, so I can wear. I'll have certain color stuff like shirts and stuff that I don't have any shoes to wear with. They're just totally clashing. So I need something. I guess I need something that's a little more chill, not as loud. A lot of my shoes are pretty loud. I like loud shoes. Okay. Just like I like my women. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I want loud women to annoy me. Not really. Some of them are fun, but I don't know why. I don't know, something stupid. I don't know why I say stupid things. But But I made some new shoes on Nike, and they're gray and orange. They're really cool looking. I don't know why I'm going with this. I just made them, and I'm excited about it, I guess, and I want to talk about it. Let's take some light blues and put some light blues out here, you know? Oh, yeah, now we got some water. Now we're getting some watercolors. Anyway, I made some new shoes. Those came. I've gone shopping a couple times. I'm pretty excited, you know? I'm excited. Hey, look at us. Look at that. Okay, you know, I didn't paint my side edges. Let's paint my side edges. Actually, I'm not going to paint my side edges. Fuck my side edges. Alright, I am going to take my little baby brush. Pog. Play of game. Alright, I'm going to sign my initials here. Kaboom. Look at that. That's a painting right there. Okay, I made a painting. Okay, so anyway, we talked about a lot of stuff that really only pertains to me and no one else cares about, but I felt good getting it off my chest. So thank you. If anybody watched today, thank you. If you're painting along, I hope this painting looks nice for you. And thank you for watching. Again, thanks for watching. And today's trivia question, today's trivia question was, what's the most suspicious pizza topping? Correct answer, pepperoncinis. Okay. All right, here they are. I mean, look at them. You can just tell. Close second is definitely Canadian bacon. Mikey, as always, you can have a painting anytime you want. You just message me. Give me any address, I don't care, and I'll mail it to you, okay? I'll send you as many paintings as you want. However, the correct answer was pepperoncinis. What's up with the chini? You know, why so many letters? Yellow peppers, you know, it's like, what are you? Look at them. I mean, you can just tell they're plotting something, you know? Look at those pepperoncinis. Hey, we're not yellow peppers, we're pepperoncinis. Go fuck yourself, yellow peppers, you know? I don't trust them. And I'm gonna tell you this, I have no good reason, I'm just going with my gut. I don't trust them, okay? They taste delicious, but they're definitely suspicious. They're suspicious and delicious, okay? So that's today's trivia question. Again, this is Pauly Shore. I met him. He was all right. He was pretty cool. His other acts were hilarious. This is my AI-generated selfie of the week. I'm some kind of... I look very happy, and that's... This one, I like this one. As bad as my hair is in this, I like how I look in this one. I'm some kind of knight or something, it looks like, in a medieval time. So that's cool. And as always, this is a monkey with a banana on his head. So I think with that, that's today's stream. Thanks for watching. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Goodbye.